What is going on, guys? This is Garrett from RUNAMUCK MMA, and I am coming to you guys with a quick little speculative video going over who has a chance to win tonight's rematch between the flyweights Deiveson Figueiredo and Joseph Benavidez for the flyweight championship. As you guys are probably all aware by this point, these two gentlemen went at it before, and Figueiredo came out on top. However, Figueiredo missed weight originally, and so they are going to have their rematch tonight. Both gentlemen made weight yesterday, so basically whoever wins this, win, lose, or draw, or probably not draw, is going to be walking away with the flyweight strap. So I wanted to just briefly go over why one person might have a chance to win, what the other person's strengths are, all this, that, and the other. And one of the things I wanted to go over right off the bat is Benavidez was definitely the superior striker in their original bout. You had Deiveson Figueiredo, who is the superior grappler. You had Benavidez, who has a background in Muay Thai, definitely leading in significant strikes, definitely was piecing up Figueiredo a lot. And Figueiredo, who is coming back with a takedown of his own, and as you can see right here on the screen, actually almost got Benavidez in this really nasty armbar. Really nasty right here. Benavidez is definitely rolling with it. He's fighting with it a lot. As you can see, he's got that wrestling background, but right around there, as you can see right here, I'm sorry if the video quality is poor, but I'm doing the best I can with what I have. But as you can see right here, Figueiredo almost had this really nice armbar right here, and yeah, it took Benavidez a couple of times to try and roll that. Like I said, he has that wrestling background, so really all he could do with his grappling in relation to Deiveson's was just counter, or check, and roll, and just really try to keep up with that as best he could. It gets so bad to the point where the ref actually almost opts to step in right there, but Benavidez rolls right there, and he actually manages to get out of it. So that was actually pretty nice. That was pretty good. But when it comes to grappling and when it comes to being able to finish a submission, I don't know if Figueiredo is going to be able to do it in this matchup. Oh, excuse me, like he did in the original. He couldn't do it in their first fight, but points matter when it comes to grappling, so he could get a ton of points. The only downside I see is that Benavidez is aggressive. Benavidez is a scrapper, and not to mention, again, wrestling background. He's got some experience. He was able to really just get out of that, and he was able to roll out of that, and there wasn't really any progress that Figueiredo could bring to the table. So moving on, and we also know that for a fact Benavidez's corner, his coaches, and even the commentators commentating this fight noted how Benavidez has this superior cardio, whereas Figueiredo doesn't necessarily. So I'm going to go ahead and get to the point in the fight where we know things did not go well for our friend Joseph Benavidez. This is really the moment in the fight that everything kind of changed. So as you can see right there, yes, Figueiredo won the fight, but what exactly started the onslaught? And to me, that was the head clash that took place in the second round. As you can see right here, Benavidez is coming in hot. Figueiredo is opening up. As you can see right here, Benavidez was doing this the entire fight, was leading with this head. The commentators called it out, and I want to say Figueiredo's corner might have had something to say about it. But definitely right here, whenever it came to these big power shots that Benavidez was going for, he was always leading with that head, and that was always going to put him in a position where throughout the fight, Figueiredo was able to counter it and actually be able to predict where Benavidez's head was going because the movement of the head was so prominent. And then Figueiredo, as you can see right here, he's tucking that elbow in, he's tucking it real tight, and he's actually ducking down, and he's about to put his head exactly where Benavidez's head is going. Really, that's just kind of an accident of fate that's going on. As you can see right there, bam, that's the head clash, and almost immediately you can see blood boiling up. Let's watch that back in full motion. Here it comes, goes in, bang, there's the head clash. It obviously impacts Benavidez a lot more than it impacts Figueiredo, and then, as I will go ahead and show you guys, that head clash had a profound impact on the way the rest of the fight would go down. So as you can see right here, it might be a little bit hard for you guys to tell with the definition and whatnot, but there is a ton of blood pouring down the left side of Benavidez's face. And really, when something like that happens, when you have an injury that causes, or a cut, I should say, to bleed profusely into your face and especially your eyes, it is going to be a huge, huge, huge distraction. And it is, in many ways, going to be the downfall for the fighter involved, unless you can somehow get around it. But in most cases, having a cut over your eye like that can be a big issue. And if you want a better example of that, look no further than UFC 251 Masvidal v Usman, where some head clashes in that particular fight caused a couple of gashes to open up over Masvidal's eyes, and then creating big distractions for Masvidal. Because like I said, once you get a cut like that over the eye and it starts bleeding into the eye, it's going to create some huge problems like what you're about to see right here. So basically, here it comes. This is what I call the hand wipe, and then the bam, the knockout. So basically, what you guys saw right there was that Benavidez, and this is in slow motion, by the way, so it's not exactly like a full second past, but as you guys will be able to see right here, Benavidez is so distracted by his wound that his hand moves up to wipe his eye. He wipes the eye, and as he's already done that, you can see right here, Figueiredo is cocking up a straight right, and he's getting ready to absolutely demolish Benavidez. And that's basically what he does. So Benavidez is so distracted by that cut, he's not really able to focus on the opponent in front of him. He's trying to, but it's really, really difficult to do when you've got a huge cut like that. So he wipes, and then here it comes again. Bam! And he's out like a light. You know, there's not really anything you can do about that. Cardio's not going to help you with that. Really, you just need a chin of steel to be able to even take shots like that. But that was a hard hit. That's hard for anybody to hit. We'll see it again in slow motion, in full motion. I mean, so there's the wipe, and then there it is. I mean, it's sad, really, how it goes over. Let me see if I can get it to play in full motion, because I mean, really, that's just kind of where it all went down. So here is it in regular speed. There's the wipe, bam. A lot faster, as you guys can probably see there. So what does that mean? What does that mean for, that's obviously how that fight happened. That's how it went down. Figueiredo just took advantage of a head clash that happened only a few seconds earlier, and Benavidez just, wasn't able to adjust. In fact, he let himself get too, what's the right word? He let himself get too distracted and lose focus of really what was, necessary, what was right there, what he needed to do. And so, yeah. So Benavidez went down. We'll watch it again in regular speed. Yeah, I don't care if this video gets claimed or anything. So, bam. Yeah, so it's that fast. And really, the question we have to ask ourselves going into this fight tonight is who wins? And based on what I've seen here, if something accidental like that doesn't happen again, I don't see a reason why Benavidez can't take the gold home. But at the end of the day, you see moments where you see Figueiredo just pushing Benavidez back. You see Figueiredo bullying Benavidez, and really it comes down to whether or not Benavidez is going to be able to get past that grappling, and if his superior cardio is going to be able to make the difference here. I don't know if it will, but we'll see, and I'm really excited about it. But yeah, so let me know what you guys think. Who's going to win this fight tonight? Who's going to walk away the flyweight champion? If I had to say, I believe Figueiredo is coming in as the Vegas favorite. I know a lot of the UFC pros are looking for Benavidez to take it home just because, the guy is due, many people believe. But unless he can make the necessary adjustments to not lead with his head, to not get caught in a nasty submission, he might have something. He might have something here. And maybe if Figueiredo can gas out and not go into this... If Figueiredo goes into the fight too overconfident based on what happened in their previous encounter, then I see Benavidez being able to walk away here. But really, for me right now, it's just kind of playing devil's advocate and really just debating on whether or not who's really going to be able to take this home. So, yeah, that's basically all I have for you guys today. Like I said, let me know in the comments below what you guys think. And remember, Ninth Corner of the Octagon is going up tomorrow, and it is on a Sunday schedule now, so that we can cover all UFC events the day after it happens. So, thank you guys again, and I will definitely see you guys later.